Hey guys. So there's a few things that I want to go over today. I'm just gonna jump around, so bear with me. I am ADD and my brain thinks of things very randomly. So first off, a couple days ago I posted a video talking about a workout program that I have devised, which I actually did it all week. Yeah. It's very hard for me to keep on track with working out, but I actually worked out 5 days in a row without taking a break. Today was the last day that I had to, and then tomorrow, Monday, is my rest days. But in it, I say to do bicep curls as part of it. Well, I don't have weights, and my kid lets me use her for my weights because she thinks it's fun. But a lot of times I like to work out when she's taking a nap or in bed for the night, because when I try to do sit-ups, she thinks that it's time to come sit on my stomach and start jumping on it, which don't feel good. So, what I have thought of is things around your house you can use for weights if you don't have the money to go buy any. You're gonna laugh at me for this one, but a candle, one of these kinds, that are in the thick glass, if you live with your parents, your mom might have a lot of those, what are those called? The Yankee candles. Those really famous fucking candles or something that women always love. They usually come in things like this. You can get them bigger, even, big glass ones. You can use those, but I'd probably take the top off because it kind of comes off kind of easy, and it's not very much weight for this one. Oh, it smells good. Sorry. It smells good. But I guess if you do a lot of reps with it, you might actually do something. So just sit there, just watch TV. So I probably won't do that one because it's just way too light for me because, well, before I started working out, I actually had a little bit of muscle to start out with because I used to be in the Army. So I already had stuff built up, oh dear God, I don't think I can show you. Yeah. Okay. So, what I'm probably going to be using is dish soap. What? Laundry soap. The bigger the better. And you just take it by the handle. And then, because of the way that the handle is, you can even go like this. And do some of these. But this one's half empty. So it doesn't have that much weight. So you would want to use a full one. How I first started to think that I was trans. I was actually married to a man, but he was abusive and stuff, so I was wanting to get out of the relationship, and I was kind of stuck because I wasn't allowed to have a phone. We lived in the woods, and I wasn't allowed to leave the house, or I wasn't allowed to drive the car. It was actually illegal for me to drive the car because he wouldn't put my name on the insurance. And we didn't have TV or internet or anything, so I was basically just a prisoner locked up for a year and a half. Sucked. Made me a stronger person, though. I don't take shit from anybody now. But anyways, when he would leave for work and my kid would be asleep, he's not her dad, by the way. That monster is not her dad. But, anyways. Well, the school we went to, the only way he would let me go to college is if we went to the same class together. So my only option was I got to take theater, which I really love theater. But the only way I could take it is if I went with him. And if there was a day when he didn't feel like going, guess what? I didn't get to go either. Douche. I will never treat a woman that way. But, anyways. So, our school would do a thing every year they would do like a drag show with drag queens and drag kings together, and he was telling me about it and stuff, and I'm like, I got interested in it, and I was like, I want to go be a drag king. That would be fun. I want to dress up like a guy. That'd be awesome. I even started thinking about like what song I was gonna lip sync to and shit. Like, oh, that would be so much fun. And then like, I would always like pull my hair back to see like what it would look like with short hair, and I found a way to where I could clip it and then put a hat on, and it looked like I had short hair and just had like a little bit sticking out over here, like that was down here and wispy and shit or whatever. And I was like, And actually, one day I went to his dad, because his dad lived a little bit down the road from us, and I had him cut my hair off to, it was just a little bit longer than this. My hair was like down to here when I cut it all the way off, and I went back home. My ex was like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything, your dad did it. If you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at your dad. His dad thought I looked great. I did too. I mean, it was like really awesome. Like the first time I washed my hair after I cut it, I was just like, man, this takes like 2 seconds now. It's fucking awesome. Wake up in the morning, don't have to do shit with my hair. Well, put a little bit of gel in it, but that's about it. Getting so off topic. I'm horrible at telling stories. I have to tell every little fucking detail. Anyways, how I knew I was trans. Okay, so I got interested in the whole drag show. Turned out that the guy that usually would put on the drag show didn't feel like doing it this year, or didn't have time because he was too busy with classes or something, so that ended up not happening. And I actually was like really upset about it. Like, I didn't tell my ex that I was, but I was just like, really bummed out because I was really looking forward to being a drag king. And then, so I started dressing like a guy. Whenever he would go to work, and like, that's when I had my short hair too, I would start to dress like a guy. And, my ex-husband actually used to like make fun of me for the short hair, and like, he would call me his husband and say that I was his boyfriend now. Like, he'd say, oh, he'd be like, hello, boyfriend, or hello, husband. He's like, my hubby. But he was actually just trying to do it to be mean. But I actually was like, huh, I like the sound of that, man. But like, I wasn't sexually attracted to him. Yeah, I know, I've had a messed up past. I would date guys even if I wasn't sexually attracted to them, just because, well, I thought I was supposed to date guys because I was a girl. And my dad was very homophobic. But that's all taken care of now. My dad's fine with, my dad just thinks I'm a butch lesbian for now. It's fine. Anyways, holy fuck, I'm so mad at this. So I dressed up like a guy when he wasn't home at work. I mean, yeah, when he was at work. And, like, I had my computer, but it wasn't hooked up to internet or anything, so I would just use it to, like, work on my screenplay. Or, like, I finished my screenplay in, like, 9th or 10th grade. And then, like, I started converting it into a novel, because I figured it'd be easier to get out there if it was just a novel, which I need to actually continue on doing that. So, like, you know how, like, when you log in to a computer, it shows, like, the screen with the different logins, and, like, I had one that was, it just said Jess, with a little fucking pink flower, and then I decided to make a new user, and I called it Derek. I don't know how I came up with the name, it just popped into my head, like, all at one time, the whole name, Derek Miles. It just, like, it just clicked. It started out with me, though, like, when my husband was gone, like, I wouldn't just dress like a guy and say, oh, I'm dressed up as a guy. Like, I would full out, like, basically, I know it sounds really stupid and pathetic, but pretend to be a guy, if it makes any sense. Like, I didn't acknowledge the fact that I had boobs and a vagina. I just kind of like pretended that there was something there, and I'd like stuffed, or packed, I guess is what trans guys call it. I packed my boxers, and I would like take pictures. I'd like pose like a guy, and like I would put like fake stubble on, like take pictures. And then one day my husband went on my computer for whatever reason, and he saw that there was a new thing on there and it said Derek Miles. And then I had all the pictures of like in an album, like I had like a whole like it was like completely separate from like my just thing, and like I had all this stuff that I was doing underneath my name Derek. And then he's all like, well, who's Derek? I'm just like, nobody. I didn't tell him about it. So that's kind of where it started. It started with doing that. And then after I got away from him, I moved in with my dad, and I came out as trans again. I had a girlfriend for like a month. We went out on like one date, and then she moved to California, and went back to dating her ex-boyfriend. Like, actually, when I met her, I was saying that I was a lesbian. And then I came out to her saying that I was trans, and then she started, like, kind of talking to me less after I told her that I was trans and that I was transitioning. And then she ended up going back with her bio ex-boyfriend. I didn't really care a whole lot because we didn't really connect that well anyways. And then, shit, I'm getting so off topic. And then I came out after, it's like almost like around the time we were like breaking up that I came out to my friends as transgender, and I made my, my Derek Miles profile on Facebook, and just was like putting a bunch of pictures out there and stuff, and I started dressing like a guy, which was really hard because I didn't have any money to buy a wardrobe, and I had a lot of girl clothes. I had all women's pants, but there was one pair that was just a little bit baggy on me, so I would only wear those pants, and I would sag them down a little bit so that they weren't tight around my hips, and then I would just wear t-shirts. I had a lot of t-shirts, so I just wore a lot of t-shirts. And then I moved in with my mom. Now, I came out like a year ago, give or take a few months. I told her I was trans. I didn't like flat out just say, hey, I'm trans, and that means that I was supposed to be born a guy, but instead I was born a girl, so now I'm a man trapped in a woman's body. If you haven't come out to anybody yet, don't go about it that way. Just don't do it. They'll just be like, what? Showing her YouTube videos of other trans guys, and I just told her that I stumbled across these videos, and I was like, wow, these guys are like really awesome, and what they go through is just like they had to fight to be who they are, and in a way it makes them, sorry if this offends bio men, but in a way it almost makes trans men like, well, I guess not tougher than bio men. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like bio men don't have to like try really hard to become a man. They just are. Trans men have to undergo so much crap to finally be recognized as who they are, and to where people don't question if they're a boy or a girl. But yeah, so I just would show her those videos and stuff, and finally one day I was just like, so like I've been showing you a lot of those videos about those trans guys, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I think I'm like them because what they say makes sense to me, and I feel exactly what a lot of these guys feel. And then she's like, oh, I kind of already figured that. So, yeah. But I gotta go edit this son of a bitch because now it's, like, it ended up being 22 minutes long. Can't believe that shit. So I gotta go edit. So I will talk to you guys probably next week sometime.